Hey there, Razorback Nation, college football fans. Today I'm going to break down the top 25 matchup between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas A&M Aggies ahead of this weekend's matchup in Jerry's World. Now this breakdown is going to be a two-parter. Here in part one, I'm going to cover the Aggies offense versus the Razorbacks defense. Starting with A&M's quarterback Calzada, who was forced into the starting role after Haynes King unfortunately went down in the Colorado game. I give him some props for his mental toughness because despite struggling the majority of that Colorado game and even fumbling at the goal line in the fourth quarter, he still continued to battle and compete and ultimately led his team down the field for a game-winning touchdown. Apart from that, he possesses some decent mobility. He's not going to kill you with his legs, but he's certainly not a statue in the pocket either. The arm talent is also there. He's capable of threading the needle and fitting the football into some tight windows, but he's also shown his inexperience and been erratic and inconsistent in these first two games. Looking at A&M's O-line, they remind me a lot of what I've seen from Texas heading into their game with Arkansas. I think they might be a bit better in pass protection and a little bit more physical overall, but they've certainly at times struggled to protect their quarterback and to open holes for their playmakers in the backfield. Now, I believe they are dealing with some injuries at that position, but all I have to go off is what they've put on tape. But regardless, the fact remains they do have a plethora of playmakers, the least of which is not Spiller, Smith, and A-Chain. I think Coach Odom will certainly try to force Calzada to be the one to beat them, but Arkansas has to be cautious and not allow those playmakers to get behind them in the secondary. I also think Arkansas is going to need some spies for the guys lined up in the backfield with Calzada, because they like to run routes with their playmakers out of the backfield in an effort to create mismatches, to get the football to those guys in open space, and also just give Calzada easy checkdowns. All that said, Barry Odom is one of the best DCs in the country, and I have no doubts he'll come in with the right scheme and game plan to help limit what Texas A&M does well. And if his players respond by playing to their capability and, as I said, eliminating too many explosive plays, I think they can really wreak some havoc against this Texas A&M offense. Well, that's all for part one. In part two, I will be breaking down the Texas A&M defense versus the Arkansas Razorbacks offense. Thank you for your time. If you have any thoughts or opinions, please leave them in the comment section, as well as any suggestions you may have for me for future videos. Until next time, I pray you all stay safe and well, and whoopee! Go Hogs!